I love KUSF because to me it represents so much of why I wanted to come to San Francisco in the first place. It, to me, was a lot about diversity and a lot about marginalized voices having a place to be free and to express themselves, and it was a place that valued the importance of music and how music has the ability to share a story and to share emotions and to share politics and to share kind of like every single aspect of the human condition. And so being able to be at a place where so many different kinds of people with different interests pulling from different sources were then playing music to a community that it was then like echoing and speaking to was really, really exciting for me. And so when I first came to KUSF, I'd done radio in other cities before, but it was the first place where it felt like real, because it felt like you knew that everybody listening was listening with like really open and critical ears, and you would get feedback like immediately. Like you'd do your show and then you'd be on the street and you'd see somebody with an amoeba bag and they wanted to talk to you about what you just played on your show, and then they would turn you on to like some amazing record you never heard before. And so it was like this really direct impact of what it means to be in a community, because you were forming relationships with your listeners and they were teaching you and you were teaching them, and you both were sort of growing from that. And to me that's like what it means to be in a community, and that's why I wanted to live in San Francisco in the first place, because it always from different places where I lived, I'd always looked at it as this example of a city in this country that valued the idea of community and valued that people from different backgrounds can share a same physical space and then share what they know with each other to all become like bigger and better people. So I could like go on and on about reasons why I love KUSF, but I'll just say that as one of them. And I think that speaks also to why community radio is so important. And I think that it's so important more than ever right now, because I think that there's so much happening in our culture that is making us, it's making it easier for us to not have to interact with each other, and we can just sit behind computers and we can just sort of hide in our own worlds. But I think that, you know, if we want to be a part of maintaining certain values that we hold really important, especially in San Francisco, it depends on us having avenues in which that we form means of communicating with each other in really tangible ways. And I think that community radio is one of the most powerful ways to do that. And I think that what's happening right now is that the bubble that we've all been really comfortable with and that we've thought we've had in San Francisco for so long doesn't really exist anymore. And I think we're waking up to that fact, and I think that's why so many people right now are rallying around saving KUSF, because as much as KUSF in itself is important, I think it also represents something larger in what we want the future of San Francisco to be. And if San Francisco isn't going to like support community radio and is going to have huge institutions sell it out and not have a mass of people and a city voice saying that that's not okay, then what does that mean for the rest of the country? So I think that's why right now we do have such support from everybody in the city, including city leaders and our business partners and nonprofits that we've worked with over the years, because I think that we all know that this represents something larger than just a college radio station, but I think it represents a lot about what the future of the city will be, and if it's going to maintain the values that so many of us came here to have and be a part of.